Well, our first test session with the Nova just didn't quite go like it needed to. Definitely not like we wanted to, but really not even close to what we needed. So we're back here at Flying H. Well, we're here at Flying H for another round of testing. We put some new tires on the car. The other ones were about 3/4 of an inch different in rollout, and really that's just too much. About a ½ inch is all the more we ever want to see. This set's right at 1/4. That's pretty close to where we're usually at. 1/4 to 3/8 is fine. We're good with that. So yeah, we're gonna see what we can do here, see if we can get a little better prepared. We're 2 days from having to leave for California, and this is where we're at. So we wish we were at the house, maybe relaxing a little bit, taking a day off before the 20-hour trip. However, that's not the case. So we got the Nova here, getting ready for that Outlaw 32. Got all the nitrous stuff fixed. Still got the nitrous nozzle in the blower. And then we've also got this unit here.
Hey, show off the trunk that I did. It's custom.
What tire track?
It's custom.
My 187.
Yep. I did a little body work on the trunk myself. So yeah, I wasn't even around when I did it.
So one car wasn't enough for you? You're gonna drive two?
He's gonna be proud.
No?
No. I'm done. Go, Aiden. Yep. We're gonna see if Aiden can let go of the button. See if he can turbo.
Yeah.
I can let go of the button.
I just saw you. He just.
You can't brake though.
No.
Well, I broke. I hit the brake.
I broke. He broke.
You know what I mean?
So, the first time he ever spooled this car up was right there 5 minutes ago in the parking lot.
Yep.
And I let him bump it in, you know, and man, I forgot we got that bump. It's pretty
yep,
other than
tame.
the suspension being pretty loose,
yeah,
it's pretty tame bump. So we're gonna go up there real quick, and I'm breaking every rule that I ever said right now. Said I'd never let anybody else make any passes in this car.
Yeah.
Here we are. That was like a year ago that I said that.
I've made one on the street he doesn't know about. So, got this unit here. Aiden's gonna do a little gangster racing at the Outlaw 32 stuff this year. He's never index raced. He's never raced on a Pro Tree.
Never been faster than 620.
Yeah.
And he should be. I mean,
this is a little better step than the 620 to the 430s that I went.
Yeah. Yeah. And you were just fine.
Yeah. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
It's in his blood.
Man, hey, I'm telling you. We'll just hang it up, man. We'll just let him do burnouts if he can't. You know what I mean? Like, this
he'll be all right.
This car's very uneventful in the car. I did slow it down some. Whenever I raced the little gangsters class, I made 27 pounds of boost. We just took that number, and honestly, I went lower than what I even told you I was going to.
Yeah.
It was commanding 20, and it was making 27. It's gonna command 14.
That's probably fine.
So, but man, it's in like this.
Yeah.
But we also went 125 to the 60 foot with this car, which is not bad.
It's not too bad.
It should do about that same right now.
This car is 4,000 pounds. It's got air conditioning, heat, all of that good stuff. Big old radiator, ice box in the back, 20-gallon fuel cell.
Yep.
Street car.
This first pass, we're not gonna put no ice in it. We're not gonna do any of that. I mean, for a 580 pass,
yeah,
we're just gonna get him comfortable in the car. And I'll be honest with you, man, if the car goes 580 on this pass, I ain't even gonna touch the tune-up. He's gonna make at least 5 passes just like that, just so that he can get the burnout down. And you know, we'll see.
The burnout and the staging it's not hard, but it's the one that takes the most thought.
Well,
right?
that's the key to racing.
Yeah.
If you can't, first off, you can't do a burnout, you can't race.
If you can't burn out,
if you can't stage your car, you can't win. You better go drag and drive or something.
Yeah. Oh.
Hey.
Man, you're gonna upset a lot of people.
Well, hey, look, it's not that I don't like drag and drive.
Yeah.
It's you don't have to stage your car doing that.
No.
Obviously, you can go to some street races nowadays and not have to stage your car either.
Yep. Man, you're gonna get all Tom's fans on you again.
Me and Tom have worked things out.
You mended
we're
things up.
all right. Hey, but I still can make fun of him for not staging his car. God that trunk looks good, man.
Man, it looks good. So tell us what happened here.
Man, it looks amazing. Well, I called Aiden up, and Aiden's gonna get upset about this because I am 100% gonna blame this on him, even though it's my fault. I told him, get the car up, start going over things, start looking at everything. He pulls the trunk off and he sets it behind my K5. I walked around this thing for 2 days, and the first time I saw it, I went, that's a terrible idea.
It's gonna be a problem.
That's stupid for putting that there. But instead of moving it, I'm sure I had
just went about your business.
Just going back and forth, just going by it. I'm sure I was busy. Every time I walked by it, I thought, that's a bad idea.
Yep.
And then that bad idea came into play whenever I got in the K5 and I backed it up.
So here's the video of it actually happening, and look at Aiden, dude. I promise you, without a doubt, he saw his life flash before his eyes.
Oh man, hey, he went, oh no! And I went, it sounded like a pop can.
Yep.
Like that's literally it, which if anybody knows, there's zero,
yeah, there's no more bracing or anything.
There's no bracing or anything.
It's just the skin.
So it just flattened it out, just as flat as it could be. I'll be honest with you, I'm not that upset because I hate this.
Yeah, it's real.
I have hinges to put the hinges back on this and put a real trunk on this. We have 90 pounds. Isn't that bar a 90?
It's heavy.
Remember how stupid that thing is? I think it's not
between
100.
80 and 100.
Let's just call it 80.
So let's call it 90. Let's average it out.
We got a 90-pound bar in the back of this. We can take a lot of that out and put a stock trunk back on this thing.
Yep.
Like, good?
Yeah.
You ready?
Hot.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you don't even know hot,
Yeah,
kid. It's like 60 degrees out here.
Paint that top flat black and then see how hot it is. We'll go to the stage lanes. Your mom will help you just like she helps me with the Hans and all that stuff. Hey, the biggest problem with this car, I love that this thing has a real key.
Yeah.
You strap into this thing, I can't reach the key. So
that means you can't reach it.
That means you probably can't reach it either. You get strapped in, and if I need to reach in and start it, I will. But why do you think Dad was so loose?
Well, no, he did that to close the door.
Close the door and reach the key.
Yeah.
So it's a bad situation, but I always loosen the belts up, start it, and then as I'm pulling into the water box, you know, I tighten down.
As I go through the 8th mile bingo, we dump it into neutral.
Yeah, this is a 400. Yeah. Yes, it's got clean neutral. Yeah. The car will stay running. You can kill it if you want. It doesn't matter. I wouldn't worry about it. If it dies, it dies.
He dies, he dies.
Yeah. And then circle around, drive it back. Yep.
Then we'll make another one.
And then after that, we make another one.
Yep.
And then another one. And I don't care what it runs, you're gonna make at least 5 passes in this current setup. Yep. It should make about 20 pounds of boost. It's gonna make it quick though.
Yeah.
All within a second, you're gonna have it all.
Needs that to keep that tire planted and those leaf springs separated.
I'm not gonna change it. It should go 127, 128, 60 foot.
I don't know, man.
Man didn't go that. It won 150 something. 153?
137 was the quickest it ever went.
That was
Locked up, nitrous,
locked up with the nitrous on. He went 152 or something.
It won't feel that much different. This thing
is a Cadillac to drive, I promise.
It's a
This
Caprice.
thing drives like a Caprice.
Yep.
All right, get up there. Yep.
Nice little stroll down Broadway.
Yep. I mean,
It picked the
can't
front
go
tire
no
up a little
straighter
bit.
than that. It can't go any straighter than that.
Yeah.
6.0.
Man, no, 6.7. What is the problem? That's terrible.
Ooh.
He was rocking. It might have started the beam slightly. It was way slow.
Yeah, because it says that it went 2.2 to the 60.
Oh, yeah.
He was rocking. It started the tree.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He just needs to go in and stage it a couple times.
Yeah, yeah. Well, but I want him to learn how to bump too, though.
We need to teach him the foot brake deal.
Yeah, yeah. What's going on, everybody? I just wanted to give a breakdown on basically everything that's happened to me today. So today I get to drop the 55. It's incredible. It's awesome that I get to do that. Before today, the fastest I've ever been was in man van. I went a 660 in the 1/8 of a mile. And today, my first pass didn't go so great. I mean, it was my first time ever bumping in a turbo, first time in a turbo car, first time ever bumping, first time laying off a button. So there was a few nerves, you know, going up there. And I took too long bumping in. I was on the two-step for way too long, and I lost all the boost on the launch, so it wasn't great. It was still faster than I've ever been before, even whenever I didn't leave on any boost. So then we came back over here, tested it, made sure everything was good. I went back up there, and I made my second pass, and that went a 6.0 at I think 119, 118, something like that, and so that was the fastest I've ever been by 6/10, which is pretty insane. And then we hot lapped it because there was no one there in the staging lanes at the time, so we figured might as well get another pass out the way. And I went up there, and then it slowed down a lot because it was really hot. It went a 6:30 that pass. And then I finally broke into the 5s with my 4th pass on the day after we cooled it down, let it sit for a while. My dad made a pass in between those 2 passes, so it was good and cooled down. I went a 5.88 at 120 out the back. So all in all, it's been a good day so far. I still got plenty of passes ahead of me, so let's see what happens next. That's it. That's it. Yeah, he's staying in it about a second and a half too long.
Yep. Well, we pick anything up?
Oh yeah. 2/10.
Nice.
Yeah, I went a 60.
Nice.
At 128.
So
It
560
picked
at
up
100.
It picked up 6 mile an hour too.
Nice.
So it went 564 to 128. It picked up 6 mile an hour out the back. Man, just a little boost leak.
Yep, just a little. That feel any better?
It felt way faster than the last one. Where'd it go?
What do you think it went?
See, I don't know what a 10 feels like. Like, I don't know how much going up a 10 feels like.
What do you think going up 2/10 feels like?
So it went 60? 64? Nice.
At 128.
Not bad.
That's
No,
not
hey,
bad.
when I let off,
It has a mile an hour, didn't it?
After like I let off for a little bit, usually I look down and go like 95, 90-ish. I was still going 105 or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was still letting off.
There you go. As fast as you've ever been. So
By
every
a lot.
pass that you've made today has been a personal best.
Yeah. There's the one that we hot lapped in and went 6:30.
Oh yeah, I went a little bit
Yeah, it's
slower.
all right.
Yeah. It's probably the trunk. It's the riblets in the trunk.
Yep.
As the air comes off
Gotta
and
be.
goes down, it's just like it's somebody back there like doing that.
Riblets.
Now we can go faster.
So this is a whole
Now that we
second,
figured
it's a whole
out-
second faster than the last time, like before today. 'Cause the last time
He
I
went 660s.
Yeah. Yep. Piece of cake, right?
Yeah, it's almost the same. It's almost
Your
the same
burnouts, man.
I know.
Come on.
You got to
Hey,
slow this down, baby.
Hey, mad it?
Well, it's
hey,
weird.
get, and then ease off of it. Hey, and then just feather it.
Yeah, but in Manvan, it was weird. It's different because I got a foot brake and
Man
all
van
that.
is a-
Let out.
Look, you got to forget Man
No,
Van.
no,
That thing don't exist no more.
I'm saying it's weird to think that you're on a button. That's how you keep going. So I'm like, oh, I'm wondering why I'm still sitting here. And then you're like, oh, I'm on a button. And you gotta let it off. It's different than a foot brake.
A little bit. It's just your mind playing
Lot
tricks
of
with
it.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now we'll go fast. So testing was terrible again. We didn't tear the body of the car up this time. We just tore the car up.
There's always a plus side to everything.
Yeah. So what we ended up doing was, just to put it in perspective for everybody, Sunday we went to Kansas City and went up to Flying H, to the Flying H track to test the week before heading to California. It was really our last option to get to test.
So the last time we went out, we figured, well, we knew before we even went out last time that the tires were, they were two different. One was 3/4 of an inch bigger, and that's just.
And we believe that that's the reason that the car was driving, and we're never gonna change our chassis. We'll just get another set of tires that are evenly matched. I mean, we could have changed the chassis up to get them tires to work, but it's not right.
Right.
We had 3/4 of an inch difference between tire from side to side. I'm okay with half an inch. I'm okay with. It's still not ideal, especially with a car that wheelies so much out the back. It's always going to drive one way or another.
Yep.
So we drove to Flying H, made 3 passes, shook my teeth out about the 60 foot, all 3 passes, and that's as far as we made it. After that, there was so much noise in the transmission. We definitely broke something in the transmission. Planetary gears, something is broke. Mickey doesn't have the transmission pulled apart yet, so we don't really know, but whenever we find out what it is, we'll let y'all know. But
Sound like there's marbles
it
rolling
sounded
around up
like
there.
rocks and marbles rolling around in the transmission. So,
And the
you know,
rear gear's broke.
the rear gear's broke also. But you guys know we're pretty dumb anyways, and there was a few telltale signs that we should have picked up on from the first time that we tested.
We're just hard-headed and stupid.
Yeah. One of the first passes that I went to the stripe, I always the way that these transmissions are and the shifter, the Mark Mickey shifters and everything, it goes first, second, third. So you push it out, it obviously air shifts itself, but the shifter clicks up. And after third is a clean neutral. Like clockwork, and anybody that watches my in-car cameras knows, I grab the chutes after the pass, I kick it in clean neutral, I kill the motor. Every time. So that thing never went in clean neutral. And I had mentioned it as soon as I got out of the pass. I was like, man, it just didn't go into clean neutral. It literally decelled. So, rah, and then it went in clean neutral. So right then we knew something wasn't right. So what we ended up doing was Phantom went through and he made sure that the shifter was right and everything was proper. It was aligned right. Everything was good to go.
Smooth going in and out.
Everything was good to go. So, and then after that, we came home, we fixed the car. We never thought about the transmission again. Didn't even think to check it. The other telltale sign was the fact that we couldn't even push this car. It was so heavy.
See, I never thought about that because this car has always been even easier to push than the small tire Nova.
The small tire Nova is pretty difficult to push also.
I mean, this
one's always been easier,
and
and it's not. And it's something is dragging and something, it's clear that something is not right. But we ended up staying afterwards at Flying H. Phantom pulled the transmission out of the car.
Made a mess everywhere.
Oh yeah. Sorry, Blake. We tore up your whole parking lot.
It was bad.
Slide the converter out, grab the input shaft, and it's everything that you got to turn it at all. And you definitely can't turn it, which would be backwards. Like, it was tough. So then we pushed the car over, put it on the trailer, lifted it up, rolled it in. And it pushed smooth and easy. And it was like we took 3,000 pounds off of a 2,500 pound car. So obviously something was going on there. And the planetaries are broke or something in that transmission is messed up. We should have known from day one, but we don't shake the tires like what we just did. Yeah.
So we've shaken the tires more in these last two test sessions than we have on the car the entire last two seasons that we've raced this car.
Yeah.
I mean, for real.
There's no doubt about it.
You've been to this track twice, 3 times.
Yep.
Out of
8 or 9 passes?
10 passes.
10. So we did the only thing that we could do at the time because we didn't have our spare transmission with us. We came home and we got home Monday at noon. Mm-hmm. We spent the rest of the day swapping the car back to the same way that it was last year.
When it was fast and consistent.
We swapped the rear gear back. We swapped the tires from the 36 back to the 34.5, which, you know, that could be arguably not the right decision. But with no testing, we just wanted to know that and kind of feel like comfortable with some of the car was fast last year, guys. We still got the nitrous on top of it, but okay. Swap back to the 34.5. Swap the rear gear. Swap the transmission to the one that we had in the OG on radials. Which is the same thing.
Which is actually the transmission that was in this car in 2023.
Yes.
When we first swapped the Pro Charger.
Yes. We swapped the stator back to what we ran last season. We swapped the 144 Pro Charger out with the 140-1 that we ran off last season. We swapped the gear set out from the slower gear set back to the faster gear set. Like, we swapped everything, guys. The only thing that is going to be different about this car this season, this first race anyways, we're liable to change some stuff after that. As soon as we get a good time to test, we'll probably swap things back. I do believe that the car will be faster with the 36 on it. I don't know about everything else. I think if we swap the rear gear, put the 36 on the car, leave everything else alone, and then just spray it on top, we're going to be fine. But we'll come out here, we'll see what it's like. We still have the nitrous on the car to spray it on top of what we went last season. So we got some good tune-ups.
If we spray on top of what we went last season, the car will still go really fast.
It should go really fast.
Yeah. Like if it picks up the same amount that it picked up on that one pass that we made with the nitrous.
Honestly, guys, the testing that we have done is just disheartening.
Oh.
And that's the way that I've felt the last 2 or 3 weeks when we're trying to get this thing lined out. And then we had to send the car to the chassis shop to get everything that we tore up fixed. So we lost that whole week of testing there. And you know, it is what it is. We've gone into races before not prepared. We're just as prepared right now than we've ever been. We'll run some tunes from last season, and I think we'll be all right.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't got a good test session, but I mean, we've got 106 passes from last year with the same combo. So, and then the 96 from the year before. So it's like we say untested, but like you said, we're still in a good spot. We've got all those tune-ups. We'll be fine.
I mean, you know, unless somebody else comes out and just kills it, you know. But then,
I mean, I've read on the internet Kai's going to run 40s if we let him take all that weight out and let him overdrive his blower like that.
Yeah.
He's going to go out there and set the world record on a no prep.
Yeah, he is. For the longest burnout.
Yeah.
Guys, I truly believe that the times will probably be a little bit faster than they were last year, but not a lot. The track is still the equalizer.
It's like, yeah, late at night you can hear our shoes sticking to the track and everything, but during the day,
that's the starting line though.
Yeah.
During the day, middle of the track is terrible, and that is where the screw cars try to put all their power down. Yeah. Luckily, the Pro Chargers are a little bit better in the heat because by the time we get to the 330, we're just coasting. We're along for the ride after that. It ain't doing much else. It just gets there quicker. Yep. So I think we'll be all right. I'm pretty excited. Aiden tested pretty well. The car.
I mean, the 55 did what the 55 does.
I know.
You know what I mean? Like that's kind of the beauty of that car.
At some point, we'll get him in his Chevelle because it's not that I don't want him in the 55.
But you don't want him in the 55.
But I don't really want him in the 55. I don't want anybody to beat that car up the way that we're going to beat it up this season if we follow that series around all year. We'll probably end up putting a turbo on his Chevelle. For small tire stuff, they make more power. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm not saying that they're any more dependable. The Pro Charger stuff is really good too. We've always said in the past, even when we swapped from turbos to Pro Chargers, we still love turbos. And now that we're swapping from Pro Charger to turbos, we still love Pro Chargers. You know.
So one of the, I guess, not really difficult thing, but the difficult thing about the Pro Charge LS deal is people struggle to get a converter package for it,
especially with the 4L80.
Yeah, so
the 4L80 makes it really tough.
Circle D, I feel like they've done a really good job on Dalton's car. Like that, his car hauls ass, and probably be fine on Aiden's car. But
it's a lot lighter than Aiden's car.
Yeah. I mean. The turbo deal will be cool. We can make it just like the 55, just like my truck.
And he'll have power in reserve to run the 530 class. I'm not saying that we're going to get that done this season. We're busy. But
that's pretty fine with that.
Yeah, at least during the winter, that will be our winter project. One of our winter projects. But until then, you know, we'll let him race the 55. It can run the numbers. It's just heavy. It's got air conditioner. It's got all the stuff on it that we made that thing be drag and drive, basically. So he doesn't need that to run the 530 class.
It was cool though.
It's not a big deal.
He went out there. He set his personal best by a second.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
And I guarantee if we would have found the boost leak
sooner,
yeah. Then we
wasted a couple runs.
We wasted a couple of runs. We were going to make another one, and I think he probably would have went in the 40s on the next pass. And then after that, we'd step it up just a little bit more. I just didn't want to up it too much. But I think the next pass, he would have went 40s, which is going to probably be his first pass here. I don't know. It depends. I don't know if they get any tests or not.
Oh yeah, because that's new for this year.
It is.
think small tires usually get any test passes though. They're right off the trailer, so I'm sure they'll do the same.
Yeah, I don't know.
But who knows? It'll be cool to see it out there.
The car's so cool, man. Like watching somebody else race that car and drive that car. Yeah. Every time I saw him circle around to the pits, I'm like, God dang, that car's
man.
sick.
You know what else is cool to watch? The Nova. So you should let me drive that.
Oh yeah,
and watch it.
I've wanted to for the past couple of times, but
it hasn't
we
been right.
just haven't been in a good position.
Yeah.
It was good last season to be able to let you do it, and then we ended up winning the race.
Yeah,
I was going to let you make a pass in it at the last race,
and we had to go and win that.
And then we ended up winning.
Yeah,
you know,
it was worth it. It was worth
you
it.
ended up making the last pass of the night.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. No, it. I don't know. It's going to be cool coming out here to California because we've never raced out here, not for the public. But we still have a little ways to go. I don't know. I guess it's probably time for some sleep now, right?
Well. We've had a rough couple of days, guys. Is today Tuesday? It is.
It is. I'm still a day ahead.
Okay, so literally, we were in Kansas City yesterday morning.
Yeah.
So.
And then we worked all day yesterday.
Then we worked all day. We went to bed. I don't know. You left at what? Man, Jimmy Dale dropped his car off at our house at 11 last night.
I think it was 9:30 when I left.
So we strapped this car, or we loaded that car up, and then I went to bed. We got up this morning, and now here we are. So I'm gonna get a good night's sleep tonight.
Yes.
I'm still gonna be up by 8 in the morning, but
how come?
Because I'm old. I got that old man stuff coming in.
Yeah. So yeah, you're gonna be waking up with Jeff Lutz here before too long.
I get on the road by 5. Stop by 3. Stop driving by 3.
Yeah.
So I think he's already there.
Of course he is. Walking the track and stuff.
Other than that, that's about it, right?
That's about it. So I don't know.
We're gonna. I promise, guys, we're gonna put in the effort that we put in last season. We're gonna do good, and only being 7 races this season, you're not really gonna have any that you can mess up at.
No.
So we really need to go some rounds this weekend. We're gonna give it our best. I wish that we were a little more prepared, but as long as the car is exactly the way that it was last year, I think we'll be all right.
Yep. Just touch off.
We probably gonna be the only car in the parking lot on a 34.5.
Guaranteed.
Everybody's gonna look at us.
Jeff, because his car won't
What is
fit
wrong with y'all?
Oh wait, no, he's got the Mustang.
He's got a Mustang.
Yeah.
36 is on it.
Yeah.
We'll probably be the only one.
Whatever.
I don't know. I believe that the combo that we had last season that's the ticket. That's the one with the 36. And honestly, the reason we pulled it off is because we shook the car so much, and now I'm thinking that the transmission, it was falling off the tire, and that's why.
It's got to be something to that. It's got to be.
We'll get some time. Look, guys, Brandon don't shake the tire 3 passes in a row.
No.
And I literally told him, it's like you sent me the same tune back. It did the same thing every pass.
Same spot every run.
Yeah. I think one pass it made it a little bit further. But
The last one, it went quicker to the 60 foot and everything, but still wasn't anywhere close to what it should be.
No. Even when we made it to the 60 foot, guys, we weren't happy with our times. Mid 90s or mid 9.
Yeah.
To the 60 foot ain't gonna cut it. So okay.
All right.